Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the long-awaited military wife slash mommy Q&A. I have been lagging on this and I'm so sorry you guys. It's just me going back to work and my crazy schedule. Sometimes I work early mornings and sometimes I work late, and by the time I come home I'm just like exhausted and I have to do a bunch of stuff for my baby first. So finally that I have like an hour and a half before I have to go to work, so I'm gonna film this super quick for you guys. Since I'm filming off of my phone, so I'm gonna be reading the questions off of my mom's phone. So I screenshotted all of the questions that I got off of Instagram and sent them to my mom on this phone. So I'm just gonna be reading some of them off for you guys and answering them as bluntly as I can. Some of the stuff, if there is a certain question that I can't really answer in detail, just know that it's because there's certain regulations and certain stuff that I can't disclose to you guys, so just keep in mind of that. So the first question that I got was from Brianna Love, and remember, these are all from my Instagram. She asked, how is it being a mother and your husband being gone for work? So how's it being a mother? I'll answer that one first. It's awesome, it's great, it's fun. It is hard, but it's really fun. I enjoy being a mom a lot, actually. And being a mother while your husband is being gone is hard. But you have to learn to adjust, especially since my husband is in the military. Like, things change all the time, so this is nothing new to me. There's schedules are always being changed, dates are always being mixed around. Nothing is set in stone. So I mean, I've just gotten used to it. My husband is gone for 6 to 7 months period at a time, but it depends if it's like on a deployment or just for training. So yeah, just to answer that one short and sweet, it's hard, but it's not the end of the world. Like, you get used to it. The next one is by Brows by Dylan. Hey girl, she's the one that did my eyebrows, my microblading. She's a bomb.com. So if you guys want to go get your eyebrows done, go to @Brows by Dylan on her Instagram, and she also just made a YouTube channel, so go and subscribe to her. She's bomb when it comes to eyebrows. She asked, let's do a collab. Let's do a video together. Yes girl, let's do it. Let's do that. Let the people in front of us choose what we eat in a day. I feel like that one's so fun, and I've been wanting to do it, but I'm like, I have no one to do it with, so let's do it. So Giselle, hey girl, I love her. You guys should go check her Instagram out. She does really cool like TJ Maxx hauls. Her name on Instagram is Giselle Says Hi. She asked me 2 questions. The first one is, how do you feel that your baby will already be 1 and not remember his father? So when my husband comes back, James is actually going to be, James will be like 8 months and a half, so he won't be 1 yet. But at the same time, I'm not too worried about like, oh, is he gonna remember his father? Because I mean, as it is, by the time they're born to when he comes back, he's not gonna remember anything. Obviously he's gonna know like the faces that he's used to seeing every day, and so seeing his dad, I mean, he might get kind of spooked when he sees him. But I mean, I'm not too worried about that, because obviously like when my husband gets back, he's gonna be here for a while, so he has a lot of time to adjust to his dad and for my husband to be involved in his life, and that's not a problem. I'm not really worried about that. She also asked, is it hard to know that your baby's father will miss a big chunk of his life? Once again, I know it is like his first months of life, and it kind of sucks that he's not here to see him grow and to see him do like crawling or flipping over, or his first laughing, or his smile, or seeing his little hair grow, or his first bath time. A lot of firsts that Jordan is missing. But I mean, I record everything. I send him everything, especially when he can FaceTime me. He wants to know everything, and I do keep him up on date on everything that's happening and all the milestones that James has been hitting. And I mean, it is hard to think about, but I know it's not forever, like I know that Jordan's not gonna be here for like the rest of his life. I mean, like I said, it's hard and it kind of sucks, but I mean, I can't do anything about it, man. It is what it is. And when Jordan comes, I mean, he could spend as much time with him, and I could have my free time when Jordan comes back. I'm like, okay, you're on baby duty now. I've been baby duty for half a year, so now it's your turn. But yeah, to answer that short, it is hard, but I'm not too worried about it, because again, like, I know that the first months, he's not gonna remember. So yeah. My bestie Valerie, hey girl, she said, how much time in advance do you get to know how long he's going to be deployed for? So when Jordan first told me the idea that they asked him if he wanted to be deployed or not, it was last year in August. So he had told me like, oh, hey, like there's a chance that I might be going on deployment. Like they just gave me a heads up. So they give you like a pretty amount of time, like, hey, just to let you know you might get deployed, so be ready for that and be ready for all the workups and trainings that are going to be coming up for your deployment. So, but he didn't know like for sure 100% that he was deploying until September of last year, and he deployed in April. So that's a pretty, September, October, so 7-8 months of knowing that I already knew he was going to be deployed. So they usually give him a heads up in advance, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I dreaded it when he first told me that he was going to be leaving for 7 months, but it is what it is, like I said. My good friend Tiffany, she asked, by the way, hi girl, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Oh my god, I haven't seen you in so long. We should totally catch up. She said, how do you cope with your hubby leaving for a while? I have gotten this question every time I talk about my husband being in the military. That's the first question everybody always asks me, even at work, family, friends. That's just, everyone asks me that. And how I cope with it, it's just to always stay busy. And this is not my first deployment. This is actually my second deployment that my husband's been away. So the first time that he was gone, it was hard, but I was able to talk to him every single day. As in this time around, he's gone for the same amount of time, but I'm not able to talk to him every day. I'm not able to FaceTime him every day. This time around, I had my baby, and like this time around, I could only email him. He could only email me when he can or when he has access to the internet. So that's not every day. That's sometimes every 5 days, every 2 days. The last time I talked to him was 3 days ago on email. And I mean, like I said, it's hard. It's not easy, and a lot of people are always like, oh my god, but you make it seem so easy. Yeah, I make it seem so easy because I don't like thinking about it. So I keep myself busy. So I went back to work. My baby keeps me busy. I always plan stuff for the weekend. I always plan stuff for the mid of the week. I keep track of everything on my calendar. I do countdowns. I'm always making myself do something, so then that I don't have time to be at home and dwelling on, oh my god, I miss my husband so much. Like, oh my god, I wish my husband was here to see our baby grow. Like, I think about that, and it sucks. Like, it's sad, but I mean, I'm not gonna be making myself miserable and just sitting in a corner and crying like, oh my God, I miss him so much. Like, no, girl, you gotta just keep living your life, which means to me is going back to work and still hanging out with my friends and, like I said, planning stuff and just keeping busy. And a big part of it too is being close to your family, because oh my God, if I didn't have my family, if I didn't have my mom, I'd probably be a hot mess. But yeah. Another question that I got, this wasn't really a question, it was just like a little hey, was from Anna. She said, girl, show me how to make more bomb Mexican food. And yes, I want to do more cooking videos, and those are going to be coming up. But like right now I'm like on like a diet, not really a diet, but I'm eating better. So I haven't ate tortillas in like 3 weeks and I'm dying a little bit. But yeah, when I find myself that I want to start eating a little bit bad here and there, I'll definitely be filming more cooking videos for you guys, because I want to show you guys how to make chilaquiles, enchiladas, like bomb, easy, authentic Mexican food that my mom has taught me. So yeah, don't you worry, those videos are gonna be coming up. And also, again, my girl Brows by Dylan, she asked me, girl, how do you deal with your hubby being away for long periods of time? I give you props. I already kind of answered this question, but I mean, I'll just go more into detail. Like I said, I plan stuff. I'm part of a lot of groups on Facebook, which meaning like I'm part of like this motherhood one, which is super cool. I get to talk to a bunch of moms around in my area. I'm also a part of a group for all the military wives, and a lot of the wives on there, their husbands are also deployed, so we get to like connect and we get to hang out together, and you know, we have meetups every now and then. So it's really cool to talk to wives that are going through the same thing as you, and that's like a big plus, because they know exactly what you're going through, especially if they have kids. Like, you guys could just vent to each other, and you know, I mean, I vent to my friends too, and my mom and my sister, but they're not gonna know what you're going through. So it's even better when someone's going through the exact same thing as you are, and you guys just, you know, get to spill your feelings, especially with a cup of wine. That's even better. Some other questions that I always get are, oh, well, why can't you go on deployment with him? Oh, well, how long are his deployments for? The reason why us wives can't go on deployments with our husbands is because they're going away for trainings, for certain trainings that we cannot be there. Meaning, sometimes they have trainings where they have to go like in the middle of a freaking mountain when it's like raining and storming. We can't be there with them living in a little hut, you know? And especially for the longer deployments, that like one that my husband's on right now, some of my family members are like, oh my God, well, why can't you be on the ship with him? It's mostly, you know, and I laugh when they ask me that. I'm like, because he's out at work. Like, I can't just go and be in a room on his ship. Like, you just can't. It's just, you just can't, okay? Just simple. You can't. Also, a lot of people always ask me like, oh, like, are you living with him? Or like, oh, you get housing for free? We don't get housing for free. We get help with our housing, but we do not get it for free. Why am I not living with my husband right now? I know people ask me that too, like, oh, well, why aren't you living on base? I don't want to live on base by myself because I'm gonna get lonely. So I'd rather be here with my family than on base in a house by myself. Point, simple, blank. Another thing that I always get is how do you have like a strong bond with your husband knowing that he's going to be gone for a long period of time? And honestly, just have communication. If you have communication and trust, then your relationship is gonna be good. I mean, obviously, I know us girls overthink about everything, and there's always that thought in the back of your head. I mean, trust me, I still get that to this day. But I mean, you just have to have trust. And especially now that I'm a mom, like, I don't really dwell on that. Like, I'm not thinking like, oh my God, what if he's like on the ship and like doing something? Like, no, I don't have time to be thinking of what if this happens. Like, no, I'm over here trying to change a diaper. Another question that I always get, especially from my family, is, oh no, so he's gonna be gone for how long? And you're gonna be waiting for him? Obviously, like, what? You think I just got married to this guy because I'm not gonna be waiting for him when he comes back from working and from providing for me and my son? Of course I am. I'm gonna be here and be a good mom and wife, and when he comes back, we're gonna be happy and we're gonna live together. And for some people, that's like crazy to them to know that, oh my God, like their significant other is gonna be away for that long. Like, what? And I know it's hard because when I first signed up into this lifestyle, it was so hard for me to adjust. And Jordan would always tell me like, hey, nothing's set in stone. Like, if you make plans for next weekend, just know that I might not be there. And sometimes, like, at first I would get mad, like if something were to come up and he couldn't be here, if we already had plans for a certain weekend or to go someplace, I would get mad and I'll be like, oh my God, like, what do you mean you can't come? Like, I had made plans, like, I'm ready, I'm waiting for you. And he just have to keep reminding me, like, remember, like, I'm in the military. If they call me and it's my day off, and if they call me and be like, hey, you have to be great. Where am I? So where was I? Yeah, so if we had made plans one day and he couldn't come, I would get really upset. But he would just have to keep reminding me, like, hey, you have to remember that I'm in the military. The military comes first. And I know that's crazy to some of you. Like, what? Your job comes first, not your marriage? Yeah, sadly. When your husband or your significant other or your family member is in the military comes number one on their list. Then comes their family and all the other stuff. So if he's on his day off and if they call and be like, hey, you have to be in the office in 2 hours, he has to dip, you know? And it's just different. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but I'm learning as the time progresses, especially talking to like a lot of the wives that have been in it longer than me. Because I mean, I just got married, like 6 months ago, so it's still new. And a lot of the wives are telling me like their stories and how they deal with things, and I'm just like, wow, I just have to learn to adjust. And that's what I'm doing, slowly but surely. And I already know that once we move out there too, it's going to be way different, but I know that it's going to be for the better for our family. But yeah, that is it. Those are all the questions that I got, and I just threw in some ones that are frequently asked as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be it for today's video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it linked down below. And let me know what else you guys want to see. I mean, I love making those posts for you on Instagram and you guys vote and stuff. It's super cool because then it makes me know like, okay, you guys really want to see this. And this one was definitely like a big one that you guys wanted to know about. So I'm glad that I finally had the time to sit down and chat with you guys. And I gotta hurry up and skedaddle to work. So once again, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time.